Good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Hey, isn't it hard to keep track of what day it is right now and what year it is? You know, because we had the holiday over the weekend and Monday, so I just have to keep asking myself, what day is it actually? A lot to get to in weather. There's a cold front coming through, a strong Arctic front, sending temperatures plunging here in the next couple of days. Many spots in Michigan are going to drop below zero by the time we get to Thursday morning or Friday morning, and that will set off another round of heavy lake effect snow. I'll detail that for you, and we'll take a look at out east too. There's been this thing in the news called a bomb cyclone. Is that a true thing? Have meteorologists used that term before? So let's get to it, and as always, if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. All right, so here is the current radar, and what you're seeing is snow. This is the cold front, and this is produced about 1 to 2, and in spots almost 3 inches of snow here with the cold front. Now then it's going to transition to lake effect. So it's hard to separate cold front snow from lake effect snow in a region like this. Now this right here is just light snow and probably less than 1 inch of accumulation. You could see the lake effect starting up across the UP. Big story really is going to be, hey, Brandon from Dessau, good morning. Let's see. She's upset the schools are open. Snow is good, cold is bad. Okay, now these are the advisories and warnings that are in effect right now. Wind chill advisory in this light blue, southern Michigan, all of Wisconsin, western 2/3 of the UP. This will be extended once the cold air really takes hold. The cold air is poised to move in on Thursday. We'll look at that. And then these are winter weather advisories for the lake effect snow that's going to start up. And it's one of these 2 to 4 inches every day type deals. So it's not a real heavy burst in any one spot probably, or very widespread, but it'll just continue to add up, and it will be more fluff snow on the way. All right, let's take a look at the forecast, show you what's going on. This is today, and here's the low pressure center and the cold front and an Arctic front. And when you see these numbers up here, like minus 27 Celsius, that's at about 5,000 feet up. So it's cold air. That's what sets off the lake effect, and that's what also gives us the very cold air at the surface. This is this evening, and then overnight tonight. So the cold front has moved through. We've gone back to the northerly winds. We've got this lake-induced troughing again, which means northwest lower around Traverse City, Leelanau County. You'll see the lake effect kick up. And then also notice the signature down here. This is where the lake effect is going to be heavy, very southwest corner into northern Indiana. It's a little bit more of a northerly wind. Also, you might want to focus on this. This is what we are calling, well, some are calling a bomb cyclone. Really, the term is bomb cyclogenesis. And what that means is that the storm center, right down in here, 988 millibars, is going to deepen and strengthen rapidly. Then they do have a certain number. I can't remember exactly what it is, how many millibars per 6 or 12-hour time period. Okay? So it is a term that's been used for a long time. Now, yeah, let's even just look at that. So we're at 988 on the center, and it does influence our weather because as this storm intensifies on the East Coast, guess what it does? Counterclockwise flow brings the cold air down into our area. Hey, good morning, Tonda Gmitter. She's my buddy at Grand Rapids Press, and I'm live in Grand Rapids. Now, there we are at tomorrow afternoon, 9:64, and there's been some talk, and I haven't seen the exact numbers, but this has as low of a pressure as Hurricane Sandy or someone around there. Now, 9:58, and look at all of the pressure lines. This is a major blizzard in Maine And in the northeast, very strong winds, Arctic cold. And as you trace back, it's one of the reasons why the cold air continues to funnel into our area. Now look at us on Thursday. Still the same signature of lake effect along the west shore. It's more of a northwesterly wind, so it keeps it out of far northern lower Michigan. But of course the UP and along the shoreline, and then this plume here is going to be pretty consistent. So if you're driving from Detroit to Chicago, you're going to have a stretch there where it's going to be really hard to avoid it whatsoever. All right, how much snow here in the next day or so? This will put it into perspective for you. In the southeast and southern, central, lower Michigan, the big cities, not a whole lot. We're talking maybe an inch today, maybe an inch, okay? Yes, Suzette says, bring in your pets and feed the birdies. And water, too. I guess there's heated bird baths, I guess you'd say. Lori King wants to know, how's the weather, roads in Ludington? Right now, not anything significant reported in Ludington, but here's the snowfall in the next 60 hours. So your classic lake effect hugging the shoreline, about one county or so. If you're driving along the shoreline versus 131, 131 is going to be better in this situation because of a more northwesterly wind. And again, hard to avoid down here. Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Lansing, Saginaw Valley, Flint, the Thumb, you're looking at light stuff, an inch or so. And across the UP, of course, in the areas that get hit hard. Hey, good morning, Ellie Nelson from Grand Rapids. All right, so temperatures, that's really the main thing here. And I continue to love how we get to see the modifying effect of Lake Michigan. These are the temperatures this morning. And look at how the cold air comes around Lake Michigan, makes it into the southeast part of the state, while it's warmer in areas that are just to the downwind, let's say, of the Great Lakes. Still seeing that effect today as we get into the 20s near the shore, only single digits. Hey, good morning, Lansing. Janet Kalamazoo, good morning. Rose Mitchell, good morning. Good morning, Atlanta, 14 degrees. That is warm for Atlanta. You're going to put a minus sign in front of that 14 in Atlanta. Well, I guess I should say, maybe you're talking about Atlanta, Georgia. I was talking about Atlanta, Michigan, a perennially cold spot. Hey, good morning, Angie from Midland. Okay, now we continue with the temperatures into Thursday, and that's when the cold comes. This is Thursday morning. You'll be below zero in north central, lower Michigan, single digits above. Wicked cold out to the west. And as we go through Thursday, single digits for temperatures, and then we go toward Friday morning. And I think this is probably a little too warm in places, probably several degrees below zero, probably these spots minus 10 or so. You can see the cold off to the west, so definitely bitter cold on the way. And when you have a minus 5 to minus 10 degree temperature and a 10, 15 mile an hour wind, that means your wind chill is about 20, 25 below zero. So today, the transition day, with some snow showers, turning the lake effect on the west side of the state. Then the cold air penetrates tonight. Tomorrow is bitterly cold. Friday is bitterly cold. Saturday lets up a little bit. And Sunday has the possibility of touching the freezing mark in about the southern half of lower Michigan, maybe upper 20s, northern half of lower Michigan. It looks like another cold blast next week. And maybe some signs 10 to 14 days out of a little bit of a let-up, a little bit of a pattern change to maybe some upper 20s to low to mid 30s possibility for a couple of days. Alrighty, so there you have it, folks. Bundle up, do the things that you need to stay warm and stay safe, and I'll continue to keep you updated. Make sure you check in on MLive. I'm going to sign off for now. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Try to stay warm. Have yourself a great Wednesday. Bye.